Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Since the last episode, I have been messing around a little bit over here. I'm now making Logistic bots, or at least I will be when I have more plastic. I've got 100 construction bots in the train, and I have 40 construction bots with me. So we're maxing out the RoboPort utilization, if you will. I added a second machine to make the robot frames because it's 10 seconds to make a bot and 20 seconds to make a frame. So that way I maximize my production of the bots. And I added a single RoboPort, which covers most of this area. The supply area with these RoboPorts is a lot bigger than vanilla. It's 64 by 64. In vanilla, I think it's 25 by 25. Yeah, it's way bigger, especially for construction. So that's good. And then I replaced most of these wooden chests that I had over here with provider chests, so I can now request items automatically, which will be nice. So we've got, well, now 31 logistic bots in here, and we'll let those continue to produce until I've got 100 or so, and then that'll make things a lot simpler too in the mall. When I want to make stuff in the mall, I can just do it bot based since I've got so many different ingredients over here. I'm just using the regular RoboPort right now because it's easier to make. More so than these other items, the drone hub and that kind of stuff. Drone hub has got a 200 by 200 coverage area, which is pretty darn big, obviously. The other thing that I've done is I've installed Bob's adjustable inserters mod, so now I can adjust my inserters. I've done there were 3 bits of research to get it started. Where are they? Yeah, long inserters, near inserters, and there was one other one. Oh, here, more inserters, 1. For level 2, we're going to need to research logistics 3 first, but we can't do that because I don't have the science pack. So, but for now, these options will cover just about everything I ever want to do with it. Okay, so where we left off last time, I also put active providers over here for emptying my train, and then those go into these storage chests that I've got over here. So we're getting the beginnings of a basic bot network. So last time we had set up a coal mine. I now have a train full. So the next step will be to unload it over here in the main base. So let's start getting that set up. And I think I will take my train over there. Yeah, because I'm going to want it to come down here somewhere. I think over here on this side is going to be easiest. All right, so I'll just bring my train down here. So we can use the bots to build it. Okay, I'm going to have to reconfigure some of this stuff, but that'll be fine. So hopefully I've still got that blueprint. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, that's good. All right, and we need a chain signal out front. There. Okay, that wasn't too bad, but of course I'm going to have to move this stuff to get the Um, to get the warehouses and stuff in there. Sorry, I was drawing a blank. thinking about this stuff over here while I was trying to talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, so I think if I do the coal here, what I can do is I can just have all this coal come over here to the train station as well. Well, no, I don't want to do that, because I really want to eliminate this coal as soon as possible. Okay, do I have the warehouses with me? All right, well, I've got one, so I can ghost it. All right, yeah, so these belts are going to have to move, definitely. I wonder if that will be enough. No, not really. I'm going to need even more room than that. Okay, so this is the solid fuel and stuff going up to the bus. I'll take those. All right, so let's just run it up here. Okay, and I want the output priority on the right, since that's feeding power. Definitely want to make sure that power is taken care of first. All right, let me just pick this up manually. Don't need those anymore. There. Okay. So that takes care of the solid fuel side of things. And I'll take all this solid fuel. Actually, let's dump some in my train. And then the rest of it I'll just feed into the boilers here to get rid of it. Actually, I can just hit Shift-C, can't I? All right, too late. How are we doing on power, by the way? We're doing fine, starting to use more. Come on. There we go. And actually what I should do is just run this straight up here. That way we can make room for this one as well. Okay. All right, now I've got to move this coal line. So we could move it over here. That should be, I think it'll be far enough away. All right, good. Okay, so now we can put in the unloaders. And that'll be for coal. I'm going to run back up and get some warehouses, which I've been making. All right, I'll just get a stack. I've got a bunch of them here now. Okay, and 24 stack inserters is precisely what I need. Awesome. Throw in some lights. There we go. And let's see, power poles. Okay, so we'll rename this one to main coal. All right, and then I need to figure out how I'm going to feed this into everything. Because this is kind of messy. I've got coal. I know what I can do. All right. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed all this gosh, this is weird how I've done this. All right, let's clean this up. And all this is basically just to feed this train, right? Okay. All right, so I'm going to feed this into the warehouses. And what I'll do is I will put a signal on the inserters over here so that they only accept coal from the trains when the inventory level is low. And if I was using LTN already, it would be easier to do this, but I'm not using it already, so let's see. All right, and then I'll need to bring a coal line back over this way, both to fuel these trains and to go over and feed the plastic production. Okay, so then each of these is going to have an input and an output like that. Okay, output priority on the right. Actually, we don't need that one at all. I'm just going to get rid of this. I mean, not completely, but that'll be coming out of the warehouses. Okay, so give me all this coal. Give me the belts and stuff. All right, and then I'll just take the coal and evenly distribute. Okay. Actually, let's wait. Because I do want these to be fed fairly evenly. Okay, so now all the coal from this mine, which is 266,000, will start to feed into these. Oops, except for right there where I did it wrong. There we go. All right, and these will hold how much? How many slots? 750 slots times 200 is 150,000. Yeah, because that's 2,000 times 75. Yeah, 150,000 each. So those four should be able to completely absorb all the coal that's left here in the main base, which is great. That way we can get rid of it and we can make room for other stuff. So I'm going to put some Mark II drills in here to hasten the process. And in fact, I will go get some more of those. Ideally, those will be full belts of coal. And I was making some Mark II drills over here. Okay, there's 20 more. Let's throw some more steel in the machine and keep it going. Ooh, I'm almost out of sand over here too. Yeah, I'll be happy when all this is mined out so that we can clean this area up. Okay. Oh, I think I missed that one. And yeah, okay, so those are all Mark IIs now. Let's even this one out. There we go. Get the belt balance so we can cram as much as possible into these two yellow belts. Hopefully we get them completely saturated. Yeah, there we go. They're starting to back up now. Okay, so hopefully that'll mine itself out before too long. Okay, and then we can set these to only accept stuff from the train when, or maybe I just won't bring the train over until this is all gone. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just leave it by itself for now. Okay, so now I need to get the lines out, set up. this. Because I need at least one belt going up here. And then I need one belt going down there. So we could just merge all these into two belts. Like this. Okay, and then like so, and then we can have one belt coming up here, and this feeds the smelting and the bus, and then the other belt coming down here, which can feed the trains and our plastic requirements. So we're doing a little bit of back and forth with the coal, but that's okay. Let's see, go like that. Okay, we're gonna do a little spaghetti here. Oh, this should get over, yeah. Okay. There. Yeah, I want the coal going to the power plant to be coming from the warehouses. Otherwise, when this runs out, then that coal supply will stop, and I don't want it to stop. Okay. All right. So I think that's looking pretty good. Here, let's do this. That way we've got 3 drills on each side of that belt. This one's a little unbalanced as well. Let's see. Yeah, well, I'll just leave it. That's not worth trying to fix. Okay, but we got 2 full yellow belts coming out of this little patch, and hopefully we'll mine it out fairly quickly. Let's see how much is in there now. 257. Okay, so it's gone down by 8,000, which is what we have here in the contents. Okay, well, I'm fairly satisfied with that. Okay, and again, I'm not gonna start bringing the coal train in over here yet. Just because I want to make sure I've got enough room in these warehouses to mine this out. We could try to mine this out more quickly too. What have we got here? 169 and 320. Okay, what have I got in here? 60. I've still got a lot of room left. What is all this? Okay. guess I don't need all that. Alright, so one thing we could do is... Oh, this is coming in from down here too. Ideally, I would be bringing in this first. Okay, so here's what I'll do. We'd already figured out that the warehouse will hold 150,000, right? So let's help accelerate that. Okay, so we'll just let this fill up. And we could do the same over here as well, although that's a lot more. That's 319. I would need 2 warehouses for the copper. And that's okay. I'm not opposed to that. I've got plenty of warehouses right now, so let's do 2 warehouses for copper. This is where a priority splitter would be would be useful if I could get it to work. I know what I can do. Okay, let's take iron out on that side, and let's take copper out on that side. Okay. All right, so this will continue to work as long as neither of these fills up. As long as this chest doesn't get full for some reason. So it'll always accept both items. Unfortunately, there's no filtering on this chest. I wonder if there's filtering on this chest. Nope. What can you filter on? What chests can you filter on? I don't think you can filter on any of these chests. Not on this one either. That's unfortunate. You could put a train car here and use that, but I think this will work okay. All right, so we'll start mining all this junk out. Yeah, and I think we can take the little bit of iron ore that we're getting here without having to run it through the rest of this. We're using it fast enough. And I think we can also increase these limits. Let's make this 75,000 on the iron. Okay, I mean that's essentially just going to bring in more from the train, but that's all right. So we'll clear all this up, and then these warehouses will probably end up sitting here for a while. I could run these. I could run these into this No, I want this warehouse to fill up with all this stuff. Same with this. Okay, and then the sand. I think we don't even have. Yeah, there's only 12,000 sand left. So I think the other thing that we'll have to do is bring in more sand. And I have sand over here, so that'll be easy to do. And then we can use this. We can use this for sand. Okay, so I'll set up a sand mine over there. I can put the other station right here next to iron. And that should work great. Okay, yeah, if I put a Mark II drill here, then it's going to pick up sand, and this is not set up to handle sand, so I want to be careful with that. Oh, yeah, I want to be careful with that there too, actually. Yeah, I don't want any sand going up here because that's only for copper and iron. All right, and I'm going to disable any limitation on this belt going in. All right, let's see how our power's doing now. Still doing fine. Okay, so in the next episode, we will set up a sand mine and get that brought over here. And then I think we might be able at that point to start to focus on the smelting. I think. Unless I run into something else that I think needs to be done. Okay, well, that'll do it for today. If anybody's got any comments, be happy to hear those. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.